Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Brian Hyndman. He's the president of Blue Ocean ATS to discuss the evolution of after-hours trading and why it has become increasingly popular. Brian, it's great to see you again. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Jill, thanks for having me today.
All right, you got it. And give us an overview of Blue Ocean Technologies, Blue Ocean ATS, and the launch.
Sure. So the Blue Ocean ATS is basically an after-hours trading platform that trades U.S. national market system stocks from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. As you may or may not know, traditional exchanges pre-market from 4 to 9:30. The market goes from 9:30 to 4, and then post-market is from 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we're basically filling that 8-hour void from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Explain to us the evolution of after hours trading. As you had mentioned, you can trade before 9:30, you can trade after 4 o'clock. Is trading better or worse outside of regular market hours? Why is there this need for after hours trading?
Yeah, so the need is really giving global investors the ability to manage their risk 24 hours a day. Right now, they could manage it 16 hours a day. We're filling that 8-hour gap. In addition, we're giving Asian investors the ability to trade U.S. stocks during their daytime hours. Historically, they'd have to put in a limit order and hope that it got executed. They could buy a mutual fund. Now they could actually trade U.S. national market system stocks when they're up during their business hours.
And why do you think overnight trading has become popular, and what are some of the anticipated trends? Will it be as liquid, and will the price discovery process be similar to what you see during traditional market hours?
Yeah, I think it's evolving, right? And 10 years ago when I worked at Nasdaq, Bob Greifeld said, hey, how come we don't trade 24 hours a day? And I went and knocked on a couple of the major, market makers, doors like Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch. And they said, listen, we just want to go home at 5 o'clock. We're not ready to trade 24 hours a day. The world has changed a little bit, right? So futures trade 23 hours a day. Crypto trades 24 hours a day, 365. The infrastructure is now in place to allow traders here in the States, traders in Hong Kong, traders in Singapore, retail traders in Asia to trade 24 hours a day. The world has changed dramatically, I would say, over the past, call it 3 years. As far as the liquidity goes, it's a great question, right? Clearly, the markets are the most efficient and the most liquid markets in the world, the U.S. equity markets. I think that will start to grow and evolve to become more efficient after hours. Right now, we have a market maker committed to being in there to make markets in 1,000 of the most active stocks. Two-sided markets. He'll put a bid and an offer in 1,000 of the most liquid stocks. So is it going to look like the daytime for, stock 1,000? Probably not. But, the hope is to kind of get these Asian retail investors trading, top 20, top 50, top 100, top 200 active stocks like Tesla, like Microsoft, like Snowflake, et cetera.
It's interesting that you brought up the Asian retail trader, and I think retail trading in general, to your point, over the past 3 years, even the past 18 months, has really driven this desire to be able to participate in the marketplace. And a lot of retail traders aren't able to trade from 9:30 to 4 because they're working and doing other things as well. So it feels as if the retail participation is really what is the driving factor behind this.
The retail is definitely the driving factor. We live in an on-demand society, right? People want what they want when they want it. You want to get something delivered to your doorstep today, you can do so on Amazon, right? Someone wants to trade when they get home at night from work and it's 9 o'clock, they want to be able to do so. So yeah, retail is driving that. And the real call to action for anybody that's interested in trading after hours now, you need to reach out to your broker. Firms like TD Ameritrade and E-Trade are trading on the platform. We have networks like Instinet and Raptor and Lex Securities where you can access Blue Ocean via their network. You just really have to ask your broker. We don't take retail customers directly. They have to come through a FINRA registered broker dealer.
Right, and that was my next question to you, because you expect retail participation here from a regulatory perspective. Are the customer protections in place for retail investors if they're trading on the overnight and so forth.
Yeah. So the same protections that would apply on an exchange today, like Nasdaq or the New York. You have to come through a FINRA registered broker dealer. We have the appropriate risk checks in place, and just like on the traditional exchanges, it's limit orders only. So you can't have a market order come in and rip through the book because it's thinly populated. That the retail customer is protected by putting in limit orders.
All right, Brian, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks for having me, Jill.